The map. Oh man, can we buy the map here? That would be awesome. We don't have any money for that, but that is awesome. At least we know where we can buy it then. So several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from the corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insolinde, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. Storekeep? Can I buy these maps? I'm sorry, officer, the map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore, and besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents though. We can't even afford that. Why is it so cheap though? That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago, they've also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it? Yeah, it does not. What happened then? They didn't get far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed the Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. We could steal it. Right, it's a white check. So nothing can happen if I fail here, right? Although it's kind of stupid to steal something that costs 90 cents. Yeah, even 90 cents is too expensive, line. Even 90 cents is too expensive, man. We're gonna steal it. Fuck! Slowly you move your hand toward the map attached to the board. Before you even reach the map, you're interrupted. Kimi. The lieutenant coughs sharply, then whispers, "Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners." Oh, come on. You're such a straight guy. Always playing things by the book, huh? God damn it. We need this map, man. What do you do now? Oh, the biographies, that's right. It's the last bookshelf here, huh? The plaque on the shelf reads, "Biographies of famous people." You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Storekeep? Anything of note in this shelf? I would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into depths of history, religion, and their relation to inocentric power. Great, I don't want to know anymore. That's kind of the option I would go for. But okay, indulge me. A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. She waves her hand as if casting aside the thought. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education, right? The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the inocentric system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. So you recommend it? Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise. You feel like you should get this one, definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Interesting. Browsing through all the books with all the names makes your head spin. Oh, so many words, so many letters, huh? None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Eyre and Elfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. What is it about? High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver Jacob Eyre. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Eyre's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Holy shit, huh? That's a trip. Next to that, Ravacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days. I really must insist you buy one of these books. You're interrupted by the shopkeep. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead, take your time. Time is commerce. Right, we're not interested in any of those books, right? If we do buy one, it's gonna be the greatest innocence, which is spelled incorrectly for probably a good reason, huh? I don't know. So yeah, we know where we can find our map. We need to find 40 cents somehow, and then we can buy the map. We also know that there's a weird thing going on here, but we don't just want to rip open the curtain and go in. We want her to let us through. That means we need another point in drama before we can attempt this again.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Yeah,
and
drama.
welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
And yeah, what about her daughter though? Why is she standing out there in the freezing cold? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me she was at her post doing her job. Yes, she was. Did you talk to her? I did. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking to her? I'm not going to grade a human being, I don't do that. Come now, it's not personal. It's about the proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. Right. Then you're gonna get a 10, alright? She was very polite and helpful. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. The way you're handling her strikes me as a little wrong, though. Ooh, should we go with this? No, let's go like that. Mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your goddamn business. Denial is the way she copes with criticism. Right. Then let's follow up here. She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down, you know? She's biting her nails. God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. I told you to mind your own business. Her voice is firm. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy. Well, truth be told, I do not. This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather, mysterious and harsh. I don't think she can do anything about it, though. She can, if she has enough willpower. That's what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy, life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am, Kim is jumping in here. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I don't usually know anything. You doubt, that's a good thing to say. It's a good thing to say. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole. Yep. All of a sudden, she exhales sharply, her shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. Hey, nice. There, she returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Plaisance nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she's studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. And hell freezes over? Never mind, it's not a good topic to get into. Yeah, you're right, man. So what about the husband, huh? Is he Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a very successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here, she says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. Whoa. What is that? It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing project. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. Your husband's also involved with the bookstore? He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been doing what you might call a silent partner. Super silent, huh? Almost inaudibly so. Something's going on here. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat, she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't afford more children, really. Not in this economy. A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior. Why not? Well, we're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I, quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. She catches herself at an impoliteness. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. Alright. Look at this. We can attempt this again. What happened? What happened? Oh, because we helped Annette in. Oh, we got -1 because we gave some smart-ass parenting advice. Shit. But 83%, that has to be enough, right? Please let me investigate. Yes. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. She shudders. I'm not sure I can trust your claims, honestly. You look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. I admit I've had my fair share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. It's a good explanation. How do you know all this? Here we go. Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs through me. You're part Seminese? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guided us. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You're certain you can help us keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. She shuffles nervously. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? On my honor. I will do the best I can, alright? Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire. Of course, the entity, for I have seen its presence. You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please, do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there. Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. Logic jumping in. Whew. Yo, that's cool. We did accomplish something here. We cannot actually start on this quest line yet. I do have to go, man. It's been 9.5 hours. It just doesn't let go. It doesn't let go of you. Didn't we finish this? Yeah, we did. A net, huh? We have something open here. And we have another skill point, which we need to put into endurance, or we're not gonna get the goddamn body off of the tree. Kinda sad, really. But we have to do it. We're all trapped here. You're right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework.
Ah,
I have
okay.
so much homework now.
Alright. You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. You're right. She's no longer outside freezing her ass off, but now she has to do her homework. Still, we have a high chance of doing this. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Yes. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before. Hang on, have we met before? Yes, I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Hey, baby. Yeah, we're finishing up, baby. You're still hungry, huh? Did I ever talk to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. She looks at you intently. Yeah. You certainly look better than last time I saw you. I thought that. No, you don't have party eyes anymore. Alright, no more drugs, huh? The lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something. Party eyes. Yes, of course, that makes sense. Whoa. What exactly do you mean, huh? I thought it's just crazy eyes from being on drugs. You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. She giggles at the thought. It certainly looks odd on a man. The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. Yeah, it is drugs, huh? That's what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should go get some of them party drugs. Does this mean I have been partaking in narcotics? Oh, what an awesome question. Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing, huh? Get more. So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? I didn't know I had to do that. She looks puzzled. Yeah, okay. Kinda true, right? I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. No. Let's be nice here. Thank you. I learned something about myself today. I'm glad I could help you, sir. She smiles a wide, helpful smile. Hey, what are you doing now? It's really difficult. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the world, I guess. The goddamn homework. Bahamadada, that's a storyline you didn't even know existed? Yeah. Awesome, huh? I guess there's lots of things. Lots of similar little tiny pieces of your story that you can discover, or just as well, you know, not discover because you made a different decision somewhere a long time ago. So suddenly she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, I found something while you were away. What is it? Ooh, yo, awesome. I thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat, almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Like a thanks for helping out. Not me, the city, I mean, like a detective does. It's a fedora! Maybe it's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time, she grins with joy. You'll look way more serious with that. Suddenly she looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose and says, right, I have to get back to my homework now before Mom notices. Man, this is hard. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Look at that. Yo, that is awesome. That is awesome. It does not fit the ugly ass raincoat at all. But we're slowly gonna upgrade our wardrobe. Slowly, alright? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. You made a store owner angry and she doesn't talk to you anymore. Oh, damn. Yeah, I guess these are the things that can happen, right? That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Well, I'm gonna save right here. And we are gonna... We have to take a break. Alright, it's almost been 10 hours. We cannot continue here, because if we continue we're gonna sit here for another hour or so at least. So unfortunately we are gonna have to call it here.